Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Weather Rush. I am meteorologist Rich Apuzzo coming to you live from Cincinnati, although for those of you watching this delayed or later, it's the archive version, but that's okay. Welcome to the Rush. What is going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. We've got the heat, we've got the drought. It all continues, and unfortunately in our weather headlines, you will note that we've got something else going on as well, and that is a smog alert. A smog alert's been issued for tomorrow, and again on Thursday and Friday, I think we're going to issue one as well. I've been working with the folks at Hamilton County Department of Environmental Services, and we've been talking about this, and unfortunately the air quality does not look good the rest of this week. So we are going to end the month of May on a very hot, very dry, and very smoggy note, and that is not something you talk about in May. That maybe is a July situation. In fact, 90s are possible. We got to 89 today. That's the hottest we've been so far this year in Cincinnati. I think we may see some low 90s over the next few days, or right at 90. And unfortunately, any rain threat for the weekend seems to be diminishing. I still have a chance in there, but every day I'm pushing it back a little bit because it's just slowing down, and that's what's going on. 89 officially after a low of 67, way above the normals. And there's the record 93 from 1914, only 4 degrees shy of a record high today. Nowhere near the record low, though that would feel good right now. This 90/100ths of an inch for the month, that is going to be the third driest May ever. I expect no more rain in the next few days. This will go down as the third driest May in Cincinnati ever. Back to the Dust Bowl days is when you got any drier. That is amazing to think about it, of the 1930s. Air quality was 89, only moderate today, but it'll be unhealthful tomorrow. Pollen's at 46, grass was the big one, but we had poplar and mulberry trees in there. And molds at 1737, and those are high. Well, what's on satellite tonight? We have some clouds, but that's about it. These clouds over central Ohio actually produced some thunderstorms with heavy rain, but they didn't move much. And tonight they have faded away. The bigger picture shows the thicker cloud and the more widespread rain in areas that don't need it. Parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Iowa, and then the plains have been seeing flooding rains, day-to-day rains, repeated rains. These folks would love to have 4 or 5 dry days. We'd love to have 4 or 5 days of rain. Neither thing is going to happen. And then the big picture, our flow of moisture is all the way from the Gulf of Mexico up into the northern plains. All of these areas have been very moist for the last month. The east has been dry in extreme drought. The southwest dry in an extreme drought. Right now in Cincinnati, partly cloudy with haze and 87. This isn't good news. A variable wind means we're not mixing things up, and that's why our air quality is going down. We really need some stronger winds. Not going to happen this week. Dew point 51, the humidity only 37%, but we go to Dayton, they're at 82, but notice the east wind at 13. Those thunderstorms near Columbus, as they collapsed, sent out outflow. We call it an outflow boundary, cooler air. And so they did get a wind shift to the east and a little more moisture in the air because of the thunderstorms, but that's about it. Didn't cool them down much. There are the thunderstorms I was talking about. You could see them fading away just northeast of Wilmington. These little thin lines you see here are what we call outflow boundaries, but that's it. There's no more rain and no chance of rain in our immediate area. The bigger picture shows all the rain and thunder out to the west. These areas have moist soils. They have humid flow. They're closer to a storm system, and that's the way it's going to be for the next 3 or 4 days. The plains getting it. We are not. Dry in the southeast, dry in the southwest. You see this? There's a little spin to these clouds over the northern Rockies. That is our next storm. But unfortunately, it's cut off from our jet stream, which means that it's going to take its time drifting our way, and that's why the weekend rains have been diminished, slowed down a bit. We're holding them back till probably Sunday, maybe even Monday. I'll throw a chance in Saturday, but it's looking less and less likely right now. Rain and thunder out across the plains, and boy, that's some wonderful looking rain. They don't want it. There's been too much out there, and it's hurting crops out there. Same time, the drought in the east and southeast, too dry, hurting crops here. We may see higher agriculture prices here very soon for corn and soybeans and products that are based on those. Watch it. 85 degrees in Atlanta, 85 Albuquerque, but 73 rain-cooled air in Dallas, and 85 right now in Chicago. And here's the first tropical storm of the season in the Pacific. It's named Alvin. Very hard to notice on here. It's a weak system, but it may strengthen. It's well away from land. The Pacific hurricane season is expected to be less active than normal this year, but the Atlantic, as you know, expected to be very active. We'll see what happens there over the next couple of days. So tomorrow, rain and thunder to our west where they've been getting it. No real chance of rain here. Even the model trying to generate an isolated shower, don't count on it. Any rain is going to be well south and east. So here's my forecast. Tonight, a few clouds into the low to mid 60s, south-southeast winds 4 to 7. A very quiet night, which is fine. That's great. But tomorrow, 87 to 91, we're going to get hot, partly cloudy, a hazy day as well, and the humidity will come up a bit. South wind 7 to 15, not a very comfortable one. You'll see that haze covering the sky in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, fair and mild, 62 to 66. Here's your next 7 days. Hazy, that's right. We've got an uncomfortable and almost unhealthful weather pattern right through Friday. Maybe a late day shower or storm, 30% shot on Saturday. That's it, 88, 86 Sunday. All of these numbers are well above normal for Cincinnati this time of year, and a chance of a shower or storm Monday and Tuesday, but notice the chances, 30%. Folks, we are in desperate need of rain. June is right around the corner. That's the start of meteorological summer. It's looking ugly right now. We're going into summer very dry after 3 dry months, and into the time of year when it's very hot and dry. I think we're going to have a very disturbing June here. We'll have to keep an eye on it. In the meantime, I hope you have a great night. Enjoy the sunset and the beautiful evening, and we'll do it again tomorrow live here from Cincinnati on the Weather Rush.